Who is Alexander Rossi? Alexander Rossi is not just another name on the IndyCar grid. He's a driver who experienced every side of the sport, the brake track, the pressure, and the recoil.
In 2016, Rossi came into IndyCar with experience in Europe, but no clear future. Until one race changed it all.
He won the Indy 500 as a rookie, an expected victory that put his name on the map forever.
From there, Rossi quickly proved he was more than just a surprise. He became a true contender.
He fought for championship, collected wins, podiums, and faced the kind of the setbacks that define a career. Because in IndyCar, staying at the top is just as hard as getting there.
His journey has also been about evolution, building his name with Andretti and stepping into a new chapter with Aero McLaren, chasing what every driver wants, to win again.
Now, 10 years later, Rossi no longer has to prove he belongs, but he still has something to prove.
Hola chicos, ¿cómo están? Miren, estamos con Alexander Rossi que nos va a dar una pequeña entrevista, entonces pues vamos a empezar. So, Alex, how are you feeling this weekend?
Well, I'm very happy to be in Long Beach. This is one of my favorite races. The on-track performance has been challenging, I think. But that's motorsports, and I think the car's quite good, and hopefully we can have a good race.
Perfect. So, we know that Long Beach has been such an important venue throughout your career. So, what makes this race special to you personally?
Well, so I grew up in Northern California. So I grew up about 6 hours north of here. And so it's kind of a home race for me. This is also outside of the Indy 500. It's the second longest running IndyCar race. So this is the 51st running of the Long Beach Grand Prix. So there's a lot of history here. And I think drivers just always love coming to this race and competing at this venue. And it's special for me, obviously, because I have friends and family that come and watch.
Yeah, so at this stage of your career, Rossi, how was your perspective on success involved beyond just results?
That's a very good question. I think ECR is a growing organization. Last year was a big change for the whole team in terms of the ownership and the way we go racing and the way we do things. And this year is a continuation of that. We're realistic. Like, we know we're not going to win a championship per se. We're not going to compete against Ganassi. But for us, it's if we could have 2 cars in the top 10 at the end of the year, have progress each and every race. And obviously, we're very competitive at Indianapolis. And so we have every opportunity and potential to win that race. And that would be an amazing thing.
Good. And what part of your racecraft do you feel is most underrated or maybe not fully seen by fans?
I think I'm pretty good at saving fuel. I think people know that from Indianapolis, but like everywhere else as well, which is a boring skill to have, but it's an important one in IndyCar.
Yeah, so another thing is you're known for being very analytical driver. How do you balance instinct versus preparation during a race weekend?
You rely on the people around you. I'm very fortunate to be surrounded with very talented and smart individuals, and we all have a different background. I drove for 2 of the bigger teams in the series, and so I can bring some of the processes and the philosophies that those teams have, and we can begin to implement them here. But at the same time, I've learned so much from them as well. So I think it's just about understanding each other's strengths and weaknesses and figuring out ways to capitalize and bring the best out of everyone.
Yeah, and well, the last one for you today is, if you could go back and relive one moment in your career, which one would you be? I think I know, but...
What do you think?
When you won...
When I won Indy? You're right.
I know.
I think I was trying to come up with a different answer, but no, that's the one. It was such a life-changing race and day for me personally, and I just feel so blessed to have had that opportunity, and it's pretty crazy that this year will be my 10th Indy 500.
Yeah, I know. It is very special for all our fans.
Yes, thank you very much.
So, thank you, Alex, for this interview, and thank you for your time.
No problem.
You're really special for us.
Yes, good to see you.
Good to see you too.
After a decade in IndyCar, he's not the same driver who arrived in 2016. He's sharper, more aware, and more demanding of himself than ever.
10 years in, his history is not just about results. It's about everything it took to stay here, and everything he's still chasing.